Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Huge changes are coming to the game with physical and local inventory features that are planned for deployment throughout 2021. We had a new episode of Calling All Devs Inventory Futures with core gameplay director Richard Tyree, and I wanted to summarise that and put it a bit more in context. The start of these new inventory updates are planned for Star Citizen Alpha 3.14, the Q2 2021 patch, and then the next phase is for Q4 2021 with Star Citizen Alpha 3.16. That's going to add some physicalization and lockers and more external containers with interactions as well. So, we've got physical inventory. This is a collection of a lot of gameplay features. Currently, the game has limited personal inventory, allowing you to access and move around food, drink, harvestables, minables in your inventory, but not much else. However, items like weapons or flares and gear can't be stored or moved around in this way. The next step for personal inventory is to have items and gear of all types, including armor and all that sort of jazz, stored in inventory and have a UI for it. And there are lots of different types of inventory. So external inventory is another piece of the pie. It's a container or storage that has its own inventory that you can place items in or loot. You can loot another player's backpack. Technically that's external to your inventory, but it's more sort of to do with the external containers on the rock and lockers and all that sort of jazz, and chests. They're going to have their own UIs as well. True physical inventory is a step beyond all of that, having lockers or weapon racks and then having individual items on them and then being able to take that item straight off that rack. Now, it might be a mix of some true physicalized inventory and some just sort of like UI-based inventory as you go into the drawers or whatever, but the idea of true physical inventory is that stuff will be represented properly in-game where it's necessary, but it's not going to be every single little thing. That would be madness. Moving towards this, Cloud Imperium are currently working on local inventory. It's a temporary solution for FPS gear, food, drink, armor, as well as for HABs and hangar storage. It's the physicalized inventories without the physicalization needed for them yet. It's basically what's going on there. So we're going to have storage for our gear in HABs, hangars and ships in the not too distant future. This will not be physically represented at this stage for the first iteration of local inventory, but it will be storable and accessible as inventory, and you're not going to be able to carry everything on your character anymore. There are going to be restrictions to the amount a storage container can carry, but you could have a storage or local inventory at Microtech in the hangar there at New Babbage, or at Lawfield's hangars, but obviously those hangars do not share inventories. You could have some stuff at your on your ship, you could have some stuff at your HAB, but those areas do not share inventory and you'd have to move it around to have it where you want it. You'll have to make meaningful choices in what you bring and what you store where. It's a big step towards physical inventory without having to physicalize it yet. Now, I don't know how it's going to be first implemented though. When we spawn, is everything just in the chest or in our HAB where we spawn, or is it the first time we place it, that's where it is, or something like that? We'll have to wait and see exactly how that's implemented, or if you just choose locations for everything. If you are in an area that has local inventory, so a hangar, a HAB or a ship are basically places that will have local inventories that you can access immediately. You'll be able to open up your personal inventory with I or whatever, and then that's going to bring up your personal inventory, but also the local inventory, and then they want tabs there as well, so you can go between multiple local inventories. So when you're in a hangar, in your ship, you might want to move some stuff from your ship storage to your hangar storage. So you do that for a tab and just move stuff across, or then you might want to put some of that stuff on your personal inventory as well and then move it elsewhere, all with a nice simple drag and drop UI. This really is a evolution of the PMA, the Personal Manager app as well, which was more of a short-term solution anyway, but they're going to be depreciating that PMA app in the Mobiglass at some point for this new system. You'll be able to drag a new suit or armor onto your character to basically put it on. These systems will allow for looting of backpacks and gear more easily, and then we're going to have an asset management and an overview as an app. So we've got an asset manager app that can help us keep track of where all our items are at any given time. For those of you that have played EVE Online, think the asset manager from that. This is going to be super important to track everything, but eventually this will probably have fees associated with your storage in areas, some links to financial apps or information too, so expect that very basic this is just where your gear is and where it is and what it's on, to expand out quite a lot with a lot more information there and filters for that. Some other bits that were mentioned too. All or at least most of the ships are going to have some form of external storage. Beyond this, they want to add physical hubs and hangars for even greater storage in the near future. In the future as well, you'll be able to get NPCs to move things for you, outfit your ships, move cargo from your hangar to your ship. So fees and times associated with loading and unloading cargo is expected to be one of those things. They mentioned that obviously small items and cargo at the moment won't be insurable. I'm not sure how that's going to be handled in the future, but think about what you take with you while you're taking it with you. Obviously, during resets, so everything will be reset on your account anyway, except for the ships you bought with real money, so bear that in mind. They mentioned PvP raiding of habs, but this was sort of a thing that they'll look at maybe in the future. Backpack and storage will always be limited by weight and volume. These are all steps towards true physical inventory as well, but these pieces will evolve rather than be lost when they move to them as well. So some of this stuff's temporary solutions, and they're not like chucking everything away. They're going, well, these are steps towards physical inventory. It's an important step for Star Citizen, and with each iteration, it's going to make huge changes to the way players play, for survival elements, for looting, for the way players conduct themselves, for making choices about what you bring. Really, really important stuff there. And that's it. Inventory updates will be with us later this year, or at least some of them, the ones we talked about. A lot of that stuff is coming, and I'm very much looking forward to them. We don't know when we'll have true physicalized inventory finished at this stage, but what do you think? Are you excited by the prospect of looting? Do you relish the prospect of deeper survival gameplay from your choices being more important? Do you think that we should actually just have dumbed down inventories and they should just get on with the rest of the game already? You know, like, actually, just the more basic, the simpler, the better. I don't want to do any form of inventory management. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Actually, I've just thought about this after I've finished recording. Food on ships as well, so like kitchens and kitchen areas. I think that maybe you'll be able to store large quantities of food in these areas and then make effectively more food, craft more food from them with a kitchen, maybe on a ship, things like that. But it's going to be important to bring this sort of stuff along, and the shelves in kitchens and storage in them in ships, yeah, store food in them. Physicalized inventory, cool. Cool stuff. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and February is no different. This month is for a Mercury Star Runner. It's a multi-role ship, but also a solid data and cargo runner, and flyable now in-game. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during a month. Details below. I'm also a massive shill for NordVPN. If you are looking for a VPN service, and you should, then NordVPN acts as a fleet of ships protecting your data from prying eyes while also providing privacy like a ship would. Enjoy the interwebs without borders, securely and safely. Use the links below for discount. I can't promise it will make your life better, but I can imply that. Also, there is Game Glass. Do you have a touchscreen device that you want to use as a diegetic controller or interactive panel for Star Citizen and other games? Check out Game Glass. It's free for life for the basic version, and you can buy additional shards or functionality or subscribe for more as well. A special thank you for everyone that goes the extra mile to become a channel member or Patreon, as well as just liking and subscribing or sharing these videos. If you would like to further support the channel, then please consider using the YouTube join button below my videos and becoming a BoredGamer channel member. You'll get some exclusive content each month, as well as badges that appear in the comments section of videos and emotes that you can use and all that sort of jazz. Thank you so much for checking out my content. You take care, and I hope to see you in the verse.